Today's Thursday, December 6th.
It's really going to expose my uneducated mess of a mind that I have in sports.
Man, you were shooting here, and you hit like here.
Am I just a dumbass? Which, is very possible and actually might be a real thing.
Your wrist position in neutral is actually not straight. Your wrist position in neutral is at a 15 to 20 degree incline.
How close was your relationship with Campbell?
He's personable. He's definitely a player's coach.
It's weird that like someone would break up with you when there's so much cake.
Oh!
Are you proposing childbirth microtransactions?
All right. So let me tell you about the reproductive system.
If the first thing that you notice during someone's orgasm is the smell, there's some questions that need to be asked.
Untitled After Dark.
Hello. Whoa. I don't know if that actually unmuted. Yeah, there was something there that I double click the key for a little bit there. Anyway, welcome. Hello there. Good evening to you. Hope if you are watching this live, good evening. If you're watching it not live and it's also evening, also good evening to you. Today, Finn, what is today?
Today is Thursday, December 6th.
And what year is it? 2020?
2020. Today's Thursday, December 6th, 2020. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Untitled Underqualified Podcast. I'm your host, Jason, here with my boy, Finn.
Bohannon. Blah, 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 blah.
When was the last time I said
I don't know.
I'm 99% sure I've only ever said "sa."
Yeah,
like,
well, you've never
ironically.
been saw, dude. Sa, dude.
Zaddy, we'll go grab a slice.
Oh.
Like, let's go grab ourselves some zaddy.
Shred the gnar. I have a class with some skaters, so
I don't think that I've heard anybody say shred the gnar since the first Point Break.
By the way, if you saw me looking off screen and looking above, Finn, while the intro was running, I tried to kill this gnat or whatever it is flying. It is still here. So maybe you'll witness PETA come after
history.
me. PETA come after me. You may witness a live fly murder,
a live raid,
yeah, or whatever it is. But in all seriousness, today is September 16, 2021. It is 9:36 p.m. Central Time. We've made it to 30. So this is episode 30, which means that it's all downhill from here.
Man.
Our knees, the episode's knees will start hurting, and then it's going to be more difficult to get out of bed, and the back will hurt, and everything like that. It's all downhill from here now for our podcast. Isn't that right, Finn? When something gets 30, or is it 30 years old?
Yeah, once you hit 30, it's just kind of over. It's like,
yeah, or maybe we're still on the rise though. Maybe
you
we'll
stop understanding what the kids are saying. New apps scare you. Vaccines suddenly don't make sense. It's just a terrifying time, man.
I want to make a quick comment on vaccines. One of my professors from last semester. I was informed today that he told his class at the very end of his class, he said, by the way, things are going to be a little bit different for me now. I found out that I'm going to be a father to twins. So his wife is pregnant with twins. But that's not all he said. He said this. This is his very last sentence to the class, is what I was told. It also shows that vaccines don't cause infertility.
Oh my God.
And he left the class with that.
You mean Nicki Minaj lied? What?
I was like, I heard that. Like, I wasn't in the class because this is a class that I have taken ages ago because I'm an old undergrad college student. So
because you're as old as our podcast is.
30. Yes. God. Did I get it? I got it this time. I got it. I apologize if I destroyed your ears. There was I got it. All right. Now that,
oh yeah, I did.
Too bad my Kleenex box is all the way across there, so I have to wipe it on some sort of post-it note that I have here. Yeah, that's gone. But yeah, there's that. I apologize really if I blew out anybody's eardrums from that, the clapping right in front of the mic. Yeah, that's the only thing that will be clapping in front of a mic today. Yeah, disturbing thought that I put in your head, right, Finn?
Were you planning on recording a sex tape?
No.
Fucking, what the shit?
Not anytime soon, unless I decide to start an OnlyFans, because OnlyFans reversed their decision. That's old news now, though.
Oh, that's such old news.
Nobody will buy my OnlyFans anyway. I'll have to refund people if they buy my OnlyFans.
I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, please don't. I wouldn't even create an OnlyFans. I guess if I were to create an OnlyFans,
it's just you sitting on the edge of your bed crying into your hands.
Actually, what I wanted to do was, when I was in high school, I wanted to create
an OnlyFans.
No, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to create. Oh, thank you for the follow, Fragglebottom, to 4277. I hope you're not a bot. If you are a bot, you just boost numbers anyway. That's what it is.
That's fair.
When I was in high school, I told my friends, like, yo, let's create a Pornhub account, and it was just like, and we were just gonna make videos called like "Small Chick Gets Creamed," and all it was just us gonna be putting mayonnaise on a chicken sandwich. That's all it was. We thought, I don't know, we thought it was clever at the time. It's really stupid now. But the whole thing
was really stupid back then too.
It was really stupid back then. Of course it was.
Jesus fuck.
Of course it was. That was also during the year when Cornhub happened.
Dude, Cornhub.
I don't know if you remember Cornhub.
Cornhub.
Dude, I almost thought about bringing a Modelo out today, but I decided to stick with water today.
I got a Modelo Chelada. I was like, you know what? Why not?
I've never heard
Let's
of
give
that.
it a shot.
I've also never known that Modelo comes in cans.
Anything happens at Casey's, man. Anything can happen.
That is true. Didn't you find G Fuel there in a can or something?
Not at Casey's. That's at Quick Star.
A Quick Star. Oh.
Yeah.
You gotta go and come. Oh, wait. Do you have a come and go down in Nebraska?
I don't know if we do.
Oh, man. Come on, guys. They gotta expand down there.
All right, look, man. But we do have Buc-ee's. Not the Texas good one, but we have Buc-ee's.
I feel like Mr. Joe Goodman would know that better than I would, because honestly,
Nope,
this is the first
not
time
the
I'm
good
hearing.
Texas one. Not the good Texas one.
Okay, this is the first time I'm hearing of whatever you just said. I don't even remember what it was. So I promise you I was paying attention. I just didn't remember the name.
But Jason, what's on the agenda for today?
Yes. So today, we're gonna discuss. So Rolling Stone magazine, they back in 2004, back when we were very, very, very young, we still are very, very, very young mentally. But back in 2004, Rolling Stone created this list called the 500 greatest songs of all time.
I thought it was most influential.
No, it was actually 500 greatest songs of all time.
Or no, I'm thinking of the 50 most influential songs, or whatever it was.
I've actually never heard of that one. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's a list that I have heard of.
Well, today they decided to update that list. Believe, what is it, 17 years later? 2007 to 2021? That's,
yeah.
Or 2004 to 2021? I think it was 17. 17 years later, they have updated it with 500 songs. And I only found out about this earlier today around like 5:50 when I was watching the world news, because I'm old. And I was surprised to see that it was on there. And my immediate thought was, this list is invalid. And it's not because of the list, not because of the content, but I think it's just, in my mind, you just can't rate the greatest songs of all time. I believe you can rate albums, but songs are so different from each other that what are you supposed to compare it to? What is the benchmark? Like an album you can, but like the benchmark of a song to other songs.
I mean,
see, that's why I have trouble with it, because, like, let me see if I could put this up here on stream. We're trying this for the first time here. Hey, there we go. All right. So I'm gonna give this to you, Skeedap here. also, so you can see it at the same time. All right, so here is. I know you won't be able to see our faces. I haven't set that up yet. Here's number 500 is stronger, but then if you go next, it's Why Can I Not See My Mouse? What?
See, $4.99. The Supremes, Baby Love.
My mouse is gone. That is weird. There we go. Okay,
I see it. Yeah,
I got it now. That was weird. All right, so yeah, it's stronger is number 500.
that's interesting.
It is really interesting. But then you look at the Supremes as next. Two completely different genres from very, very, very different years, very, very different artists. And you could say that, what would you call the Supremes? Like early
Motown.
R&B?
It's Motown.
Yeah, it's Motown, but like...
Motown was a straight up genre, man. You can't even...
You're right. You actually are correct. So there was this, and then, I get it. Rap built off of Motown. Rap built off of Motown. Rap built off of gospel. Like I'll admit to that right now. But it's just kind of, and then what's after that? I have no idea who Towns Van Zandt is. Pancho and I don't know if it's Pancho or Pancho. Pancho and Lefty.
I'm gonna say
Pancho
Pancho and Lefty because it sounds more fun.
Yeah. See, I've never even heard of this group. I can't play the song because we are on Twitch, and Twitch doesn't like. Wow, really, Lizzo
Truth hurts.
Lizzo made the list.
Really, that's one of her worst songs.
Lizzo made the list, and let me go back to this. And
now I disagree with you saying Lizzo. Lizzo made the list. Wow, Lizzo's an incredible singer and a great songwriter. But here's the thing. Truth Hurts is probably one of her, if not her worst song.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know much about Lizzo.
She actually has a nuts voice. She's a lot like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is an incredible singer. Like, Nicki Minaj is literally a classically trained singer. She graduated from Juilliard.
Hold on.
But you didn't know that, huh?
No, I didn't. I am working.
You never would have thought that Nicki Minaj would have gone to Juilliard.
That is the wrong thing here. Hold on. I have just added the overlay here. Bear with me here on stream. There we go. So you can still see us somewhat. All right. So that's gonna be our janky thing that we're gonna be doing today, and you can't even see you. Okay.
Kendrick's on here. That's good. Billie Eilish, Elton John. I'm just looking at like their picture that they put up. We've got Lorde. We've got Cardi B. Oh shit.
I'm sorry, Cardi B is terrible. Is a terrible artist.
All right, but let's kind of like skim through it here. Because all right, Cyndi Lauper, Time After Time, all the way at 494. Damn, this list must be full of absolute slammers, dude.
Well, here's what it says here up at the top here. I'll read their introduction on this. It says, in 2004, Rolling Stone published a list of the 500 greatest songs of all time, and I actually went through that list last year, actually during the pandemic, because what else did I have to do?
Because you were bored?
Yeah, what else did I really have to do? It was one of the most widely read stories in our, and when they're referring to our, it's Rolling Stones. So I'm just quoting it here. In their history, viewed hundreds of millions of times on the site, but a lot has changed since 2004. Back then, the iPod was relatively new, and Billie Eilish was 3 years old. So we've decided to give this list a total reboot, which I agree with. Lists like this need to be updated.
Wait, Billie Eilish is as old as my... No, she's...
Let's see, three...
No, okay, she's 2 years older
Billie
than my
Eilish
sister.
was born in 2001? Hold on, we need to figure... We need to figure this out together. Billie Eilish. Don't look at my bookmarks. Yes, I understand I have musical book. Was she born before or after 9/11? That's what I want to know.
She'd apparently be 20.
She was born after 9/11. She's not even...
So she's not 20
She's not even 20 years old.
Damn. I do know the second that she turned 18, there were so many posts about, oh my god, Billie Eilish has boobs.
That was disgusting.
Shit.
That was disgusting. That was
like I love how everybody just completely missed the point of her doing that thing at that concert when she turned 18. Like, yeah, you don't fucking say, buddy. Like,
Can we move
like,
on from this?
Jesus.
I mean, this feels weird to be talking about that because she still just seems really, really young. And it's like, I don't know if I want to be talking
she
about.
is.
I don't know if I
I
want to
mean,
be talking about this.
she is, but also, man, it's one of those things where it's like, man, we're fucked.
I don't want to be like one of those guys that comes off or like sounds like right now that's like, oh, like the whole stereotypical fresh meat or 18 fair game now or whatever. I don't like it. There's a line. There is a line, and to me, there should be a clear line for that. But let's
Station to station is at 400. Okay,
let's keep this rolling. Let's keep this rolling. All right.
moving.
So we decided to give the list of total reboot. To create the new version of the Rolling Stone 500, we convened a poll of more than 250 artists, musicians, and producers. From Angelique, help me out here. You might know this. Kidjo? Kidjo? I have no idea who that person is.
I think so.
To Zed. Isn't
Zed.
Isn't Zed dead? Who's the one that died? Who's the DJ that died?
Which one?
In 2017, 18, I think it was.
2018 on 420, Avicii killed himself.
Avicii, that's what it was. Okay.
He
So I was
got
thinking
drunk
Avicii.
and killed himself with the wine bottle.
With the fucking wine? Wow. Jeez.
Yeah, that was a rough day for me.
Damn.
Avicii was a huge part of my life for a long time. That was a pretty rough day for me.
Yeah.
No, Zed did die in the movie Pulp Fiction, which is why we have the artist Zed's Dead, and a line in Pulp Fiction where, whose bike is this? It's Zed's. Who's Zed? Zed's dead, honey. And then they ride off into the sunset. But no, Zed is not dead. Zed is currently fulfilling a residency in Las Vegas while playing Valorant with North American Counter-Strike streamer Flom and Tucker Boner.
I am disappointed in the DJ
In
music
Flom?
scene. In the DJ music scene.
Zed literally has a weapon pack in Valorant, by the way.
I get clout.
I think it's sick as fuck. The guy actually really.
I mean, I get it. No, I understand. Connecting with that, but it's just I feel like, and I could be very, very wrong here. It just feels like musicians now are trying to ride on the boom of esports, and yeah, it's a good thing because it makes esports more prevalent. But at the same time, it's like, would you even care if it wasn't as if it didn't boom?
I mean, I kind of look at it like Dylan Francis loves playing Counter-Strike, right? Never would have guessed that. Zed used to love playing Overwatch, and then Valorant comes out, and suddenly all of these Overwatch players on PC are like, this is a better game. It's a genuinely better game. And Zed plays Valorant constantly. He'll post clips of him. He uses inverted mouse, by the way. Fucking monster. The dude is a fucking weirdo. He uses an inverted mouse.
That is odd. That is very odd.
It is very odd.
All right.
But he has the Spectrum weapons pack in Valorant, and he said that he worked for months to make it look good. And he's never struck me as somebody who does something just because for clout. He has a Rolex with multicolored diamonds embedded in the bezel. He has a Skittles machine because he did a partnership with Skittles. The guy, that kind of guy, I don't think is looking for clout with it. A lot of DJs, I think, aren't looking for clout. Whereas a lot of just music artists are.
I've been around DJs. I've actually I've DJ'd with a DJ. And there's a small story here, a small tangent story here. In 2017, I was given the opportunity to DJ for a small club/bar.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I turned it down for a lot of reasons. One of them was I just wasn't ready, and two, I just wasn't in the right mental state to do that either. But another part of it was I hated the culture. I hated being around those DJs. I did. Like, they were super shallow. All they wanted to do was vapor smoke. And what I mean by shallow is, like, you ask them a question, they will give a one-word answer. Like, I asked a DJ, like, what would you do, like, if you got the opportunity to play Ultra Music Festival? And his answer was, play it. I mean, yeah, of course, play it, but, like, I want more. Give me more of an answer to just play it. Like, like, I want to know more. Just stop being so shallow about it, and stop. And the way they talk is just, it's always about themselves. Always about themselves. I'm like, God, I hate this.
DJs are awful, whereas I would say that producers are good. Because, like, look at Elenium. Elenium was actually he got to perform for the League Championship Series, which is the North American League of Legends League. He got to perform at their championship, like on Championship Sunday. He got to perform, which I think is super cool. Would he have, like, done it had esports not been big and paid him? No. But it's not like he's somebody who's trying to capitalize on that. He got a gig, he did it. This was days or a couple weeks coming off the release of his fourth studio album, Fallen Embers. He had just headlined Lollapalooza the same night as Steve Aoki. And he was center stage. He was the Bud Light stage at Lollapalooza. Like, that's nuts. Imagine being higher up than Steve freaking Aoki, dude.
Aoki's past his prime. He's kind of washed up now. I'll say
dude,
that.
His DJ sets are still incredible. His music has fallen off quite a bit.
Let's keep it
Neon
rolling.
Future
here.
4 wasn't nearly that good.
Let's keep it rolling here. So people that have voted and put this in: Zed, Sam Smith, Megan Thee Stallion. That's not just who it is, but I understand why they put those names first, because they gotta try to appeal the current music generation, the people that are really invested super big into music and pop music and what's popular. And Zed, Sam Smith, and Megan Thee Stallion are very popular artists. I understand why they put that out there, but I'm also a little bit scared, because I also did take a brief scan at I took a look at the top 10, and the top 10 bothers me. I'll get to that later. Whoever M. Ward is and Bill Ward, as well as figures from the music industry and leading critics and journalists. The way they did it is they sent in a rank list of the top 50 songs, and we tabulated the results. So they really didn't even average it. Really, it was more just a count.
I mean, I feel like that's fair, though.
It is fair, but also what I hope they do is that if you're gonna make a list like this, you have to account for all genres of music. You have to ask. It has to be, and maybe this is just my engineering, math, statistics kind of part coming out of it. You have to group the amount of people the same. So, like, you have like 10 pop artists, 10 rap artists, 10 artists, old school rap artists from like the 90s, 10 grunge artists, 10, or they're actually all of the grunge artists are dead now except for Pearl Jam. So that won't work. 10 rock bands or rock artists. Then you got to go metal, and then even harder than that, hard rock. And then what else? Country. Am I missing? Yeah, country, Latin, electronic music. Basically, you have to keep the spread even. And we will never know if they actually did it that way. That's the way. If I were compiling a list, if I were asking the people to compile a list, like, I would have a lot of people from a lot of different genres do it, but keep it the same. Just like how if I were to ask you your best, your favorite, games of all time, I know which way you're gonna lean, and also, like, it would be very skewed if I asked, okay, best games of all time. If I asked War Owl, Summit 1G, who's another Stewie 2K, and I don't know, Drifter. They're all gonna give me shooters. Like they're all gonna give me shooters. They're not gonna say Skyrim or they're not gonna say Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Like so, you have to keep it fairly even. You would have to ask a lot of different specialties, and I hope they did that here. Does that make any sense, or am I just spewing out garbage? Or are you frozen? That's why. Oh boy, that's funny. I was just talking to just a dead or not dead, but I think Skeedap's Discord crashed. That's gonna be funny. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. How I'm supposed to go about with this. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for him to come back. And I might have to repeat everything that I just said. Let's see, his PC froze. Alrighty. So that we're gonna wait. Yes, we're gonna wait, but it's not just gonna be dead air, dead silence. My favorite genre of music. That's a really tough thing to answer, Sanch. Yeah, let me change the overlay real quickly. That's a really tough thing for me to answer, just because I like a lot of wide, varied types of music. I guess you could say I lean more towards one than the other, but I don't really know if I have a favorite. I really like 90s rap. I really like I guess stuff from the 90s. I really like stuff from the 90s. I think a lot of great music came out of the 90s. There was grunge, there was the old school rap that went a little bit harder. Pop was actually pretty good too. It wasn't overly produced like it is now, but then at the tail end of the 90s, that's when pop did start getting really overly produced. Actually, I want to know if Ricky Martin's Livin' La Vida Loca, if that was before 2000 or after 2000, because that's actually, you can't deny that Livin' La Vida Loca is actually a banger. I'm going to look that up right now. Livin' La Vida Loca was in 99. See, okay, so that the 90s I think produced a lot of great music, but I also like a lot 70s classic rock. Classic rock is also great. Steppenwolf, Bob Seger. I think Bob Seger was the 70s and 80s. So I don't really have a favorite genre of music. I guess I would have to say era of music. I rarely listen to anything after 2008, or even pretty much after 2005. Just because I didn't like, I thought in my opinion, there was a lot less creativity that came out in the 2000s, and even now, even currently today. I honestly think that right now is the worst amount of music, the worst kinds of music, and the worst substance kinds of music, and whatever's popular, it's the worst it's ever been. Which is why I don't listen to anything new. I really don't. I try to listen to stuff new, but I just can't, because why would I want to listen to a song that has the same rhythm repeated over and over and over again? Because it's so easy to do. All you have to do is just record one bar in a digital audio workstation and then just copy and paste that. How do I know? I've worked in digital audio workstations before, and it's really easy. I think it's just, that's a rant for another day. I could talk about that, but I can't say that I have a favorite genre of music. I lean towards one genre, but I wouldn't really call it my favorite. I like rock. I do like rock music, but I don't like super heavy metal like I know metalheads are gonna get angry at me if I say Slipknot is hard rock, because people are gonna say that there's harder rock than that. But I'm not into screamo music or anything like that. I really like rock. I like older rap before 2008. Classic rock. I like grunge, pop in the 90s, country music in the 2000s and early 2010s. I don't like country music anymore because country music has turned into pop. So I know I've said a lot. I don't know if I've really answered your question or not. Hopefully I have to some extent, but music is a music is a very complex topic for me because there's a lot to go over for it. I am a classically trained musician that has tried to integrate cooler stuff with it. So, back a little bit background about me. I was in an orchestra for about 6 or 7 years, and I tried to modernize it, I guess, and integrate strings and orchestral instruments into not louder music, more upbeat music, more complex music. And yes, classical music actually is pretty complex. If you really think about it, classical music is really complex. But I've tried to work for adding strings and orchestral instruments and even brass and stuff like that to an electric guitar, an electronic keyboard, a synthesizer, and even had integrated it with rap before. Not me personally rapping, but just done some mixes on my own. So yeah, music, and this is why the Rolling Stone, Jesus Christ, Ski Dap, please come back. I can't be doing this by myself all the time. This is why one of these things is I did want to go over this list because the top 10 did I found out about the top 10, and it made me a little bit I'm not gonna say angry because it didn't make me angry. This is my reaction. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. That was my reaction. Welcome in for Pug's sake. Thank you, Ginger Pug, for coming in. I need to give some context here. Why am I talking by myself? Skeedap was here. His PC crashed, which I think is the first time ever. It's taken 30 episodes for that to happen. And so I'm trying to fill the air with some stuff. Please, chat, help me out because I cannot just do this by myself. I like having engaging conversations with chat or with somebody else, and me talking by myself is a little bit hard. Cake. I actually did buy a cookie cake. Yeah, I bought a cookie cake the other day. I've been working on it. I got to be careful to pace myself on it, though. I don't want to eat too much of it too fast because otherwise I'll probably get sick. But also, yeah. So I really don't know what to talk about here. Oh, thank goodness he's back. Thank goodness. I was about running out of things to talk about here. I guess I could go briefly over what we're going to talk about also on the agenda. Hello there. I don't see you, but I can hear you.
I'm back.
You are back. I already filled in our chat that your PC crashed.
Dude, it's straight up just like.
Which I think is the first time ever it's done that.
That actually, it doesn't crash. Usually my internet just went to shit.
It was your internet, not the PC.
Usually.
Oh, usually, yeah. All right, so I don't really know if I want to repeat my, I guess, rant. Partially because
we're just gonna move on.
Yeah, partially because I forgot about it. But yeah. So I'm not gonna go through the entire list because we're just gonna be here forever if we go through the entire list.
Now let's just talk about the top 50.
Yeah, so I actually do have all of them open in all the tabs. I'm just skimming through this, and I'm noticing, what the hell, Janet Jackson on here. I've never heard a good Janet Jackson song.
What's that one where isn't that one where it's like, no, never mind.
Can you play it on your end, but I won't be able to hear it? It's called Rhythm Nation. I can't play it on stream, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would.
Rhythm Nation,
Janet Jackson. Does it sound familiar at all?
No.
Okay. See, I don't know.
Unless that's that one song that goes like. Oh
wait a minute. I think I have heard a Janet Jackson song then. Yeah. This is at 475, and it's rated higher than Kanye West's Stronger, which.
Dude, Stronger is huge.
It's a good song. It was a very good
I think
song.
it's a very influential song as well as being good.
It's very influential and also sampled. You might be a little bit biased here though because it did sample your favorite duo of electronic duo of all time.
This is very true. All right, I'm gonna listen to this and see what it's like.
Miles Davis, that's a good one to be on there. See, this is difficult because I don't really know if they're rating the greatest songs or the most influential songs.
I mean, with who they had vote, it's definitely a combination. Like, they had music artists vote.
Yeah. Lil Nas X made it on here with Old Town Road. I think you have to put it on there. It's definitely top 500 because of the impact it had. And the fact that it's like the longest running number one song of all time on the Billboard charts. There's that.
I don't think there's any words to the song.
To Rhythm Nation?
Yeah. I don't think there are.
I want to play a small snippet of it, but I'm so scared that the DMCA police are gonna.
No, it'll get caught.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. I'm looking. Bad Romance made it on there by Lady Gaga. Bismarcky.
Bismarcky. Tune up. You got what I need.
I can't. I have to. Twitch don't see that. There was an album cover that was on there that portrayed nudity. I had to scroll off of that.
No way.
I had to scroll off of that. I didn't even notice it until I looked. It was a Santana album. It was a painting. It was a painting, so hopefully I'll be alright with this. The best song is Dora the Explorer by Pink by Pink Guy. Is what Ivan says. Ivan P says in chat. Yeah, I'm looking through this stuff. Just the 500. Peter Gabriel Salisbury Hill's a good one. Yeah. Oh, there. Hey, there you go. 465. Daft Punk. Get Lucky. They made the top 500.
What?
That did make the top 500. 465 Daft Punk's.
That low?
Get Lucky.
Come on, man.
Oh, here it is. Here he is. He's gonna get going. We
that
have triggered
Come
him.
on, man. That was their transition into the disco era of Daft Punk.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Go back up. We saw Fiddy.
Yeah, he was there in the club. Oh, that's a good one.
That is
that's a good one. Yeah.
That's such a good song. That's actually like probably a top 100 song of all time. I genuinely cannot find many more rap songs that are more influential than In the Club.
I would put In the Club higher. This is disappointing.
It was definitely the advent of not G-Funk, but something similar.
Yeah, it did definitely start like a. I want to call it a club rap genre.
I mean that right there, and then you got G-Unit.
Yep. Let's see. What else are we at in here? Hey, this is the first country artist I've noticed. Miranda Lambert's The House That Built Me.
Country is not a good genre. I will say it here and now. Country sucks.
I don't think country sucks. I just think country sucks now. I think country sucks now.
Old country is not country. It is rock and roll.
Megan Thee Stallion.
I will die on that hill.
Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce Savage remix made it.
Okay, that is a good song.
I don't think I've heard it. If I have,
if you've heard Savage, that's a remix of it. Because Beyonce wasn't in the original one.
Why is Carly Rae Jepsen on here? Call Me Maybe, yes.
It's influential.
It's influential, but it's not a good song.
And that's entirely an opinion thing. If it influences you, you can't say it's a bad song inherently.
It influenced radio, I would say, but it's, in my opinion, it's not a good song. That's my.
Did you know she's as old as Lady Gaga?
Really, she doesn't even look. I mean, Jesus,
she doesn't even look 30 now.
And she's Canadian, according to this.
Pretty sure Tom Hanks was in that music video.
The reason I say "Call Me Maybe" is not a good song is because I'm analyzing it from a technical perspective, and it's very repetitive, and there's no progression. It's very boring.
You're right. There is no progression. I was about to call you out on the repetitive part because I was going to be like, so there's this crazy genre called K-pop.
You could be repetitive, but just be progressive. Add layers.
You have to
add layers.
Progress through the song.
Rush's Limelight's on there. That's a good one. 435. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't. Maybe that's right.
Ooh, the Ramones.
Ramones.
Sheena is a punk rocker. That's
Mm-hmm.
a good one.
Let's see. Eddie Cochran. Prince is on here for. I think this is the first listing of Prince.
Oh, dude, Prince is gonna be on there a lot.
I did see Prince make the top 50. I think I did see that.
Zero chance he does not make the top 50
Yeah.
a lot.
Queen and David Bowie's Under Pressure at 429. Harry
it's not
Styles
an incredible
made the
song.
list.
Sign of the Times, one of his worst ones, for sure.
I like how a lot of the songs you say are the worst, and they're on this list. It's I don't know.
It's one of his worst songs for sure. But Harry
Sup-
Styles is also a treasure.
Super Bass. I'll give Super Bass.
Super Bass is a good song.
I'll give that one. That actually is a decent song. Fiona Apple. Fiona Apple should have more songs on here.
Oh my God! I'm on P. You did not just send me the music video for Rookie in chat.
I can't play it, unfortunately.
My man.
Here you go. I'm looking more.
Loved Red Velvet.
Pearl Jam made it with Alive. That's a good one. Pearl Jam's 10. Their album is a very good album. Who else? Just scrimming through. Foo Fighters Everlong at 409. Freebird. You've heard of Freebird, haven't you?
Who hasn't heard of Freebird?
407. Run DMC
You
made
know,
the list. Run
I
DMC made it
genuinely
higher
do-
than Lynyrd Skynyrd.
I do genuinely believe that Freebird is not one of Leonard Skinner's better songs, but it is very influential.
I like What's Your Name better, but I also
What's
feel like
your name?
I feel like What's Your Name might be actually kind of offensive because it says What's Your Name, little girl, and I was like, oh, this is. I mean, they're not from Alabama, but still. Fleetwood Mac's Go Your Own Way.
I've never understood what What's Your Name was about, to be honest.
I don't know either. But Fleetwood Mac's Go Your Own Way, 401. That's off of their album Rumors. Rumors, quite possibly one of the greatest albums that I've ever heard. I own it, the vinyl record of it. I bought it last December, and I'm glad I made that purchase because I've thoroughly enjoyed that album. Lots of really good songs on there. That one has. The Rumors album has Dreams, which recently got popular again due to the TikTok Cranberry skater dude. I don't know if you know about that.
Cranberry Skater Dude?
Sorry, cranberry juice. So this guy who always drank
no, I
cranberry
know.
juice and like skated to work.
Now I know, yeah.
So yeah, Dreams was on
2 liters of cranberry juice or
Yep.
whatever.
Dreams was on that album. Go Your Own Way was on that album. The Chain. What else can I think of? There's another one. Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow. Yeah, very good album. David Bowie, 400. Duran Duran, Public Enemy. Public Enemy is on here, 397. Bring the Noise.
Oh, bring the noise.
Bring the
Elvis
noise.
Costello.
Coldplay, first entry is
Okay.
392. Coldplay.
And that is, in my opinion, not one of their worst songs. Because they've got a lot of pretty bad songs.
Especially
That
now.
is, in my opinion, that is one of their worst songs in their like top discography.
Oh boy, there's another gnat. Where are all these gnats coming from? This gnat did not come back
From
to
your
life.
butthole, I don't know. Metallica and Sandman.
390.
Oh,
DMX is on here. Yes, that is a good.
oh, Party Up in Here isn't even one of his better ones. That's the best part. Or I should say it is one of his better ones. It's not even one of his best ones.
I would put it higher than 388.
DMX is so underappreciated.
Oh
in my
yes,
opinion.
rest in peace, DMX. By the way, Diana Ross, 385. Cardi B.
If that's the only Cardi B song that we see, I would have to agree. I think that is a good song.
Cardi B's, I like it. I think there's a little bit of recency bias in here though too. Childish Gambino.
I'm a big fan of the Dylan Francis remix of I Like It. Redbone's a good song. by Childish
Here you
Gambino.
go. Here's everybody's greatest song of all time. Here it is, right here.
Jealousy.
378, The Killers, Mr. Brightside. You go to any bar, you will hear it.
Yeah, it's either that or Mr. Jones.
Yes. Here,
Those 2 songs are guaranteed.
Let's keep it rolling. Hotline
Drake,
Bling.
Hotline Bling.
Hotline Bling's
Oh, yeah.
on here.
Hell yeah, that's a good song.
That has good flow. That has very good flow.
I don't know.
The Cars,
Peggy Sue.
Soundgarden. That's a good one. That's a very good song. Frank Ocean.
Thinking about you, dude. Frank Ocean.
Frank
man.
Ocean is an underrated artist, I believe. He's got a very smooth voice.
Sex Pistols. God Save the Queen.
Bob Marley. Could Be Love. Casey Musgraves. There's. I'm and Skeetup have been triggered that there is a country artist on here. And this country artist hired the Daft Punk.
What song do you recommend that I listen to while writing your Lab 4 manual? Wait, Jason, isn't this your...
This is... So, Ivan P. is my lab TA for one of my classes. What song do I... Well, describe Lab 4 to me, just in a nutshell. I know you probably can't reveal all the details, but...
Now, here's the thing. If you really hate them, what you'll do is you will probably want to listen to the album Alive 2007 by Daft Punk, because it will be the worst thing that you ever write as you're listening to a live concert by Daft Punk.
I think...
Which in my opinion was one of the greatest concerts to ever be recorded. And I say that as somebody who has witnessed many concerts in recordings.
I had
just to make sure they get stressed out now rather than later. Oh, then you definitely want to listen to the song Bullet by Hollywood Undead on loop.
I saw Alive 2007 on vinyl back in my hometown. I didn't buy it though. I thought about telling you that there were so many Daft Punk vinyl records that I saw. I think you would have liked it.
They're very popular on vinyl, mainly because they're from France. And in France, you see a lot of vinyl records.
Vinyl record DJs, too.
Yeah. DJ Snake is actually probably the best known vinyl record DJ.
I think, here's another Prince at 360. I think you should listen to Mudvayne's Dig on repeat while you it's a meme song now, but that's a very, very, very hard rock that if you really want to make your students suffer.
Taylor Swift's Blank Space being this low feels criminal.
I think this is the first Taylor Swift song on the list, by the way. I guarantee you we will see her later on again.
I bet that she's going to be very high up.
Michael Jackson's Rock With You. This is low. This is low in my opinion.
I feel like that's even worse than Blank Space being that low, because Blank Space, in my opinion, is a top 5 Taylor Swift song.
Blank Space is higher, in my opinion, and so is Rock With You.
Blank Space is a top 5
I'll tell you this was. I think Blank Space should be higher than Rock With You.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree. Oh, It Was a Good Day.
Man, I forgot the Ice Cube actually had solo.
Ice Cube song.
Solo album. All right, that's it for 350s. Let's go into higher.
And the thing about Ice Cube is that he was never a huge solo artist, mainly because like his flow didn't work so well on his own.
Elvis Presley, first one here that I've noticed, 347.
Heartbreak Hotel. He'll be very high.
K-pop stands rise up, 346. BTS, Dynamite, 346.
Wow. That's pretty high in my opinion.
You know how I said that we weren't going to go through the whole list? I figured we're going to go through the whole list because we're moving by fast.
Black Sabbath, Iron Man. Okay. Chuck Berry. Okay.
Prince, 1999.
Oh, that's low.
1999, in my opinion, is not that great of a song, though.
That's low.
I don't think it's that great of a song.
I don't think it's that great, but I think that it is very...
I think it's low.
More influential than that number.
Yeah, it is low. Oh, Cher's Believe. This song is very, very influential. Cher's Believe is very, very influential because it started the digitization of music and showing the public how bad it can be. This song has been...
I disagree.
No, this song has actually been credited to the... what is it like?
Well, okay, bad. I guess you said bad, so I would have to agree on that.
I would put this higher in the influential part. Greatest song. I'd put it in the 400s. In the 400s, I'd put it in the great 400s. If it's gonna,
I would definitely have to agree with the whole bad part. But like, there'll be a song later on that I'm probably gonna go on a good old rant about that I would say is more influential when it comes to voice digitization. So I mean,
I'm happy with this location 332 Umbrella.
no, that needs to be high. That's such.
I think it's fine there.
I think it's a very, very well made song for the time.
This is really what jump started her career, though, in the popular. She had a career before that, but it really pushed her out in the public now after that one.
I don't know, man. I think Ponte Replay really was it.
This needs to be higher.
Oh, that needs to be in the top 100.
This does.
Are you kidding me?
This does. 330. This 330 is way too low. Bad Bunny
I like that song.
Bad Bunny's first solo appearance. He was on there with I think it was Megan
Cardi B.
Cardi B.
He likely won't be seen very much at all.
Chili Peppers,
that.
Under the Bridge, 328. Mary J. Blige, Real Love. Mary J. Blige, I think should be higher.
Not Real Love.
Billy Joel. Here we go. Neil Young, After to Go. I haven't heard a lot of Neil. I mean, I probably have, but I just don't recognize
Neil Young's
names.
not that good. I'm gonna say it. I don't think Neil Young's that good.
You two still haven't found a way. I'd put it in the two. I'd put it in the 250s. 250s is what I'd put it up. Tupac, California.
I think it's
this
fine
is
with it.
higher. This needs to be higher.
That needs. I think that needs to be top.
That's a top 100. That's a top 100 in my opinion.
Maybe I could see the argument for top 200. Right. 200 maybe if you give me some really good Tupac songs to go above it.
Oh, these are bad. These are bad locations for both of these songs.
I think a lot of it has to do with, though, they weren't just all like, oh man, here's all these rap artists that were asking, because you're not gonna see Zed being all like, oh yeah, Tupac was a huge influence of mine. Maybe Dre, since Dre's a producer.
If John Coltrane's Giant Step isn't on here, I'm gonna be upset. Giant Steps is a very good
The
song.
Stooges, I Want to Be Your Dog. I love that one.
Smokey Robinson, Motown. The Eagles, Hotel California.
I think that's good.
That's fine there. I think it's an overrated song. I think Hotel California is.
I think that's probably just it being overplayed.
Light My Fire needs to be a little bit higher. 200s.
Okay, Ain't No Sunshine needs to be so much higher.
That needs to be a lot higher than 309.
Oh my god, that needs to be so high.
Gnarls Barkley.
A divorce song?
This also needs to be higher.
Wait, go back up. Divorce song?
Liz
that
Phair.
needs to be higher solely for the name.
I have no idea who Liz Phair is.
I don't know either, but
I
want to
play a snippet of it, but I can't because Twitch hates people.
I love Gnarls Barkley.
Aretha Franklin, The Police, Every Breath You Take.
I think that's
just a little bit higher.
Low.
I'd put it at 299.
I'd put it top 250. Kraftwerk. Oh my god.
Kraftwerk influential for electronic music. Basically, they were the very first electronic music artists.
I mean, Kernkraft named themselves after Kraftwerk, and Kernkraft is one of the most well-known artists in sports.
These two songs need to be higher. Wish You Were Here and Night Moves. A lot higher. Night Moves needs to be 150. Pink Floyd needs to be top 100. Those are very, very, very influential and really good songs. I'm very, very disappointed that these are this low. Let's move on. 300 to 250.
Rock
Lobster by the B-52s.
That is too fun.
Let's see. Beach Boys.
Wouldn't it be nice as in a good spot?
Won't Get Fooled Again, 295. How do you feel about that one?
I think it's a good spot. The Who wasn't as good as people make them out to be. I think it's a lot of rose-colored glasses.
I think they are overrated. They have good songs, but they have very few good songs. The good songs that they have, are very good.
And they weren't very influential either overall.
Velvet
they were
Underground.
very much like kind of, In the Air Tonight is in a very good spot.
291.
It's very overplayed. Okay. Yeah, it needs to be higher. You can't even
I'd put it a little bit higher. I'd put it
top 250 minimum.
230. I'd put it.
I feel like the argument could be made for top 200.
Atlantic City, Bruce Springsteen, AC/DC. AC/DC is a highly overrated band. Very, very highly overrated band. I think a lot of the songs.
I disagree.
Really? Have you listened to their drumming groups?
I think that when AC/DC. I think that when AC/DC is a lot like Sia. You know,
Explain.
you might make one song in 2 months that becomes a number one hit. Sia makes 14 songs in that same amount of time, and 2 of them are going to be number one hits.
AC/DC is overplayed, but the song is very... I agree, it's very influential. That's the problem. I don't know what we're... Is this song being compiled on influence or
it's
greatness?
going to be both.
I think it's just influence.
I think it's going to be both.
I strongly believe that it's influence, because once we get to the top 10, I think it's influence. Hello, welcome in, Shidab.
I genuinely think it's a combination of both, because look at it like this. Like, when I do DJ sets, a lot of the stuff that I do uses Daft Punk transitions. I don't use a whole lot of Daft Punk like songs, but I will use Daft Punk sounds as transitions. And a lot of that was influenced by Live 2007. So yes, dear, I DJ. I've DJ'd for a few years now. But when I do that, a lot of that was influenced by Live 2007. I would put it in my top 3 albums. And part of it has to do with, 1, I think it's incredible, and 2, it was very influential on me because I thought it was incredible.
Radiohead, Karma Police, 279. I think it needs to be higher.
I don't like Radiohead.
OK Computer was considered to be one of the most influential, not the most, but one of the most influential albums of the 90s, and quite honestly, it's like my number 4 greatest album of all time that I've ever listened to. Bo Diddley.
This is news that I DJ. Really, I've never told you.
Let's see. We have our first Nine Inch Nails closer.
I think it needs to be higher. I don't like Nine Inch Nails, but I do think that they have some good music.
You think this song needs to be higher? I think it needs to be lower.
I think it needs to be higher.
And I'm saying this is a Nine Inch Nails fan. I think it needs to be lower.
I think that's because of your bias.
No, it's not because I mean, maybe there's bias. I think
it's because of your bias.
I think there's a lot of other songs that are better than this. I like
by them.
No, I would put Michael Jackson's "Rock Your World" above Closer. I put Bob Seger's.
I would definitely put "Rock with You" well above Closer.
Or right, "Rock with You," yeah. I would
definitely put it well above Closer.
Yeah, I think this is too high. I'm disappointed. I'm glad they made the list, but I'm disappointed that they made it this high, and that's the song that made it, because there are a lot of better songs from them. Drake. Oh, this album, Take Care album. That album is
they could put that entire album.
That is
in
a
the
good
top
album.
250, and I'd be like, yeah.
Marvin's Room is excellent, classic from that. Marvin's Room, man. I have a whole story about Marvin's Room that I won't get into. We can do that for another day. Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On, 264. That needs to be higher.
I like the Charlie Puth version better, but Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On is good.
The Wailers,
dude.
Get Up, Stand Up. A lot of
Neil Young. I feel like that's
a
good spot.
Bob Dylan and Neil Young are in here. Metallica's second entry, Master of Puppets.
I think that Enter Sandman is better. And maybe it's because of the nostalgia that I have watching.
No, I agree with
Mariana Rivera walk out.
I agree with you. I think Enter Sandman is better.
I think Enter Sandman does its job better.
Master of Puppets is really just in your face, get at you, whereas Enter Sandman has dynamic changes.
It builds, and it genuinely gives me this feeling of like I'm in trouble, I'm in danger.
I Will Survive at 251.
It needs to be higher.
I think so too. Let's move on. 250 to 100. Purple Haze, higher.
I think it's a good spot.
I think it's
I feel like it's a good benchmark for the top half. I do.
I like
Bad Reputation needs to be higher.
I think so too. I think I like it being higher than Purple Haze, but it does need to be higher than 249. Wow, this is low. This is really low.
That needs to be so much higher.
Wow.
I feel like, and a lot of people are all like, oh man, NWA was just, ugh. But it's like, okay, if you look at it from a purely like technical standpoint, Dr. Dre is the one that put together almost everything for all of NWA. Dr. Dre talks about all of his influences throughout the years, and he goes, we were trying to do something like people had never seen, and they hadn't seen anything like NWA with their flow structure, with the beats, with all of that kind of stuff. You know, they were literally like the original MF Doom.
I have to pause here because I want to read this here. I'm just so stunned that this is that low at 248. This is barely just cracking the halfway point of it. So NWA came in with a bang, kicking off their debut album with this West Coast gangsta attack. I really just said it that way. Changing hip-hop forever. Straight Outta Compton cranked up the violence to previously unheard of levels, with DJ Yella and Dr. Dre's explosive production and Ice Cube boasting, here's a murder rap to keep you dancing, with a crime record like Charles Manson.
That's such a good line.
It takes only 3 lines for the first weapon to get fired. Straight Outta Compton was an instant sensation, claiming LA as rap's new capital. As Chris Rock said, it was kind of like the British invasion for black people. I think this needs to be so much higher than 248. That's a top 50 song for me.
It's like you see the movie Straight Outta Compton, and you hear some of the Sabotage needs to be higher.
That also needs to be higher.
That's not even their best song, and we all know that.
Eleanor
Rigby, I feel like that's a good spot for it.
Just a little bit higher. I'd put it at 220. The Beatles are highly overrated in my opinion.
I definitely agree.
The Humpty Dance, that made it higher.
Dude,
this made the list.
The Humpty Dance is so good.
It's good, but I don't know if it's this good though. Oh man, and the Backstreet Boys.
Listen to the music of it though.
That is okay. You get a point there. You have a point
because Digital Underground was one of the leaders in electronic music. Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way.
Lower.
Good spot for it.
I would put it lower.
I think that it's a good spot for it because I believe that the influence that it had, I believe that the influence that it had is worth it being overplayed when it came out.
She'd have put in a command here, but I don't know if that she didn't know how to use it. All right,
Jason. Let's see the cake.
I'm gonna go full screen here. I'll go full screen here.
Let's see the cake. Ooh, yes. I'll full screen myself. Let's see it.
How do I guess here? This one, I'll use one. Ignore the Graham Valdez one. You can follow him on Twitter anyway.
Follow Graham on Twitter. I love Graham. He's great.
Yeah, I'm really doing this. Considering, by the way,
we will have Graham on again for those of you that enjoyed that episode.
For the people listening on Spotify and for the people that called the cake command, I am wearing skinny jeans today, so you're welcome.
My man, which leg did the nuts go down, and which leg did the wiener go down?
Both right leg.
Man, you are caking up on both ends. Yeah. Damn.
All right, there you go. All right, so we're gonna follow. There's a skinny. There. You want it? You want it? There. There's enough of that. There's enough of that. All right. Let's go.
Sans stressing, you're right. I'm asking the real questions. Like, okay, when dudes put on skinny jeans, the second you decide that you're putting on skinny jeans, you are making not one, but 2 decisions.
He's correct.
You are deciding. You are deciding, I'm going to wear skinny jeans and I'm going to put myself through pain today. And you are also deciding which leg, what goes down.
He does have a point.
And as somebody who works in skinny jeans, it accidentally bought skinny jeans.
Oh, I purposely bought these, and there's a story behind this. I'll tell that story.
Oh no, so I buy all of my jeans from American Eagle.
Oh.
Because they have stretchy jeans.
See, these are express slim fit jeans.
My girlfriend goes, I've never seen you wear skinny jeans. If you have seen me wear jeans within the last 365 days, you have seen me wear skinny jeans.
Oh, wait a minute. I owe you guys double cake this week. Forgot about that.
The thing about me and jeans is that I have like decently sized thighs.
Keep talking, Ski Dap.
So even in my current, oh look, he's showing up that cake.
Hold on. No, I'm gonna stand on this chair. I am going to stand on this chair. You were gonna if I don't fall over. Don't fall over.
Jesus fuck.
Here we go.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last episode of Untitled Underqualified Podcast, as Jason has just fucking offed himself by showing us his ass on Twitch.
Yeah, that's what I want my gravestone to... No, that's what I want my urn to say, is just died...
Showed ass on Twitch.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back
Died doing what he loved. Showing ass and tits on Twitch.
I'm gonna explain the skinny jeans story real quick. The only reason I have these is I made a promise that if I won the March Madness pool that I was in, I would go to Express and buy skinny jeans, there were three pairs of jeans, and I was influenced by my girlfriend at the time. That was the reason why I bought these skinny jeans, because she like Sans dressing here in chat, and also as I've just learned today, Sheetap really liked my butt, and so I
name a guy that doesn't have a good ass, and I will show you a guy that also does not have thighs.
I work in the engineering department, so there are a lot of people there that don't have ass, but
So in other words, they also don't have thighs. Got it. You didn't disprove my point. In fact, you helped it.
Yeah, I work in a very deprived department. Seriously though,
thighs were fine, I suppose.
I leave my building and I go to Central Campus, and that's when I see all the sorority and business people. So I'm like, oh my gosh, there's actually I'm not gonna say this because I don't want to insult the engineers too much.
Nah, dude, fuck engineers. Engineers are nerds. You hear that, Dylan Sainer? Engineers are fucking nerds.
You're not wrong. All right, let's get back to the list here. Let's see. Not the orgasm one. We want the other.
I learned today through chat that my girlfriend has very low standards for men's thighs.
Damn.
Very low standards.
You did
so
not
in other words,
do
my thighs would have been fine had I stopped at 350 pounds for my
You're
squat.
Right. Sheetap, I did miss it. Sheetap. Hey, Finn, hold on. Nope, wait. There we go. You see, that one's actually toned. You could actually see that there's some muscle there.
An ass?
There's some muscles there. Sheetap, I saw it. I scrolled up, I saw it. Don't crucify me, please. Not yet.
Blue Monday. I have never heard Blue Monday, but I have heard You Keep Me Hanging On, because I loved the Supremes back when I was in high school.
Supremes are good.
I loved Motown, dude.
No. Lower. My generation
is Who's not that good.
My
Decca
generation
was a bad album.
My generation's not I'd put Won't Get Fooled Again higher than my generation. I Want to Dance with this higher. I would put this higher.
Oh, it needs to be so much higher. That's such a good song.
94.
Are you kidding me? I hear that come on. I hear that come on, and I'm like, oh yes.
Yeah, she really just heard that. Single Ladies higher.
That's a good spot. Nope.
Actually, no, you're right. There's a good spot. There's very little progression in there.
You will see. But that's the thing. That back in 2008, that was the play.
You're right.
I will say back in
SNL did
an entire skit. Songs.
SNL did an entire skit based off of the song. CCR, Fortunate Son. I would put this higher because it was more influential. Is that
the one that you hear in war movies all the time?
Some folks are all made to be real. That one.
Yeah, the one.
Ooh,
I am
red,
the
white,
Lorax,
and blue.
and I speak for the trees, and for some fucking reason, they're speaking Vietnamese.
I would put this a lot higher because of the influence. I also think it's a good song.
It is a good song, and I believe that the influence that it has had is valuable enough it should probably be a top 150 song.
This defined the Vietnam War era. This was the song of the Vietnam War era. So
did it define the Vietnam War era, or did it define the movies about the Vietnam War era?
I would say both, because this actually was written about the Vietnam War.
One of my least favorite CCR songs. Really?
Cheat app. That's a bold take.
That is a very bold take. I feel like it's not overplayed enough. Oh no.
Stan at 223.
No. That needs to be
Stan at 223.
so much higher.
I want to
Are
know
you-
the individual lists. That's what I want to know. Why are there
Are
so
you
many?
shitting me?
There's so many good songs that are very, very low.
Stan is literally okay. Literally, Stan has become a commonplace term.
You are right.
Everybody's vernacular
You're right.
because of what?
That song. It came from that song.
And Stan means something.
Stan.
too.
So this, I'll scroll back up. This song is about an obsessed fan, and I think there's some actual truth to it too. There's some. I think it's written off of a real life story or real life experience.
Multiple letters that Eminem got.
Yeah.
But Stan me is it literally means stalker fan. Is why he named him Stan. I'll read the thing here. Yeah, like I stan you. It's a verb now. Yeah, we stan. And I'll read the thing in place of Jason just because I'm a massive rap guy.
I'm also
because
choking on water, so yeah, please.
Yeah, he's dying. Like, I'm a massive rap fan, and I love Eminem and what he used to do. But Eminem's scariest song is rooted in a terrifying nightmare. What if the rapper's violent, self-destructive lyrics could drive an obsessed fan to murder? He's crazy for real, and he thinks I'm crazy, but I try to help him at the end of the song, said Eminem of his character. It kind of shows the real side of me. Anchored by a sample from Dido's Thank You, which became a hit itself as a result of Stan, and augmented by a haunted house's worth of sound effects, Stan proved that Eminem understood the dark side of his music better than his worst critics did. And here's the thing. That Stan came out on, I believe it was the Marshall Mathers LP, if I remember correctly. Can you look that up for me quick,
I
Jason?
will look that up. I believe it is.
I do believe that Stan came out on the Marshall Mathers LP, which is one of his top albums of all time. That was back when his flow was quick, snappy, very witty. And it was absolutely incredible.
What was the year on that? 2000? Yeah, it would have been the Marshall Mathers. Yep.
Because Marshall Mathers LP was 99.
2000.
So if it was it 2000? I could have sworn it was
May
99.
23rd, 2000.
Okay. But here's the thing, right? He made a sequel to it called Bad Guy. And he didn't have Dido in it because everybody would have known that it was a sequel to Stan because Dido's in it. Like, come on. Literally your most famous song ever. Like, it would have been stupid for him to do that. He had Skylar Grey instead. Love Skylar Grey's voice. She has an incredible voice. And she's done multiple songs with them. But, like, if you listen to Stan plus Bad Guy, you genuinely get this, like, awful feeling inside of you. And it's impossible to get rid of. And not only the influence that it has had, but just how you feel when listening to it and how you understand the feeling coming through the words or the emotion coming through the words. It's unreal. It's arguably a top 50 song of all time, in my opinion.
I'll wrap up Stan here by saying that if Elton John collaborates with you, then you know it's a really good song. And the Elton John version is really good.
It is good. Elton John sounds like shit, but that's because he was old.
I disagree on that. I think he makes it really good.
Jailhouse Rock.
Did I miss it? I really did miss it. Wow, I overlooked it.
Wow. That's a
216.
good spot for it.
216
That is a
again?
good spot for it.
Yeah,
it's not that great of a song. Edge of 17 is in a good spot. Free Fallin' needs to be lower, in my opinion.
I'll agree with that.
I think it sounds too whiny.
I'll agree with that. It's.
I think it sounds too whiny.
There's really only
in the midnight hour could be higher.
I'll agree with you on Free Fallin' because Free Fallin' is kind of like there's really only three progressions like there's the intro, there's a Free Fallin', and then there's a solo that goes dun 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 dun. There's really only three parts of the song.
I think in the midnight hour could be higher. Edge of 17 needs to be much higher.
I think so.
Top 200 minimum. Jailhouse Rock's not in a bad spot. if it would be higher, I wouldn't argue, but Paint It Black's in a good spot. It's not that good.
It's really not that great. I also agree with you. It's not that great of a song.
Rolling Stones are a very good band. I think mainly because of how good they were at performing, and I think that's something to be reckoned with when it comes to a lot of this stuff.
In my opinion, Rolling Stones' best song is Gimme Shelter, and I hope it's up here. I hope it's top 50. Gimme Shelter is a very good song.
In my opinion, their best song is actually Pour Some Sugar on Me, but you can be wrong. That's fine.
I'm not going to go there.
I had to laugh, otherwise I feel like he wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah. Yes, man. All right, More Than a Feeling by Boston. I think that's a good place for it, 212. With or Without You, lower.
Nope. Needs to be way lower. It needs to be lower than their last song, and I don't even remember what the fuck that was. 80s U2 is worse than 2010's U2.
I mean, I don't even know if I heard 2010's U2.
Basically, the South Park episode saying that Bono is the world's largest shit is perfectly right. Voice of Summer's in a good spot.
Really, Hole made the list. Hole is...
I've never heard of that, but that sounds funny as hell.
Hole is Courtney Love's band, and if you don't know who Courtney Love is, she was...
I do know who Courtney Love is.
She was Kurt Cobain's wife.
Never mind.
Killing
I feel
the
like
Name,
it needs to be way lower.
Higher on Killing the Name.
Killing in the Name isn't their best, but I will say their self-titled album. I'm pretty sure that is a self-titled album.
This is a self-titled album. Yeah, it's
okay.
Very good album.
That self-titled album, top 50 album.
I agree with that.
By far,
it is a very extremely good album. There are a lot of really great songs.
I would liken it to The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. In the sense that it's an album that very much needs to be played front to back to really understand.
And that's what makes a good album. That's what makes an album. Like, an album is good if you have to listen to it.
Sometimes. I think sometimes.
I like... The reason I like listening to albums rather than just individual songs is really when I'm listening to music, I start right at the beginning and I play it through. I very rarely like start in the middle or anything like that. Or just... I don't even have a playlist of just... like songs from different albums put together. I really just the only playlists I have are just I make a playlist of a band and I put their albums in chronological order and I just play it through.
I think that's a sometimes thing. I think with a lot of electronic artists, if you're into that, you don't need to do that.
That is true. I'll agree with that.
Because the genre is different. Mm-hmm.
Baby One More Time. Higher. I think so also. I will agree with that.
I think that's a top 100 song. If not just because of the influence that it had and how it really shaped what was going to be early 2000s pop.
Top 100, but I'd probably put it at 100.
I could see in the 90s.
Yeah.
Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours. It's a good song. It should be probably top 200, but it's right about where it needs to be.
I disagree. I think that would be in the 180s. I'd put that in the 180s. Signed, Sealed, Delivered is a very good song. Elton John. More Elton John. Unfortunately, I'm not too very well versed on Elton John. Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire. I have conflicting feelings about that because I understand the influence of it, but I don't think it's as good.
Ring of Fire needs no.
I don't think it's as good as it really is perceived to be.
Johnny Cash's Ring of... Okay, so Johnny Cash is very influential because he was one of the original rock and roll artists to continue throughout time. Because Johnny Cash is rock and roll. Mm-hmm. A lot of people say he's country, but country literally is a spinoff of rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that too.
And he was in the era of rock and roll. 1963, I'm pretty sure Elvis was still kicking and singing at that time.
Yeah, Elvis was singing until the 80s. He died in the 80s.
I don't even think that was his Vegas era.
No, his Vegas era was the 80s. I'm pretty sure that
was good Elvis. And so you see something like Ring of Fire. You have the mariachi in the back. And you have him with his baritone voice going through, I fell into the burning ring of fire. It's rock and roll, but it's not super fast paced, yet it's still upbeat. And that's one of those things that you didn't see a whole lot of the genre back then.
In my opinion, Johnny Cash's greatest song isn't even a song he wrote.
You take that back. You take that back.
I think his greatest...
Folsom Prison Blues is above Hurt.
I have to put Hurt as his very best song.
No.
Just because...
I think maybe it was his best performed song. However, that is not his best song. And I will fight you.
I think it's his best song because given the time it was written in, or he performed, he actually did rewrite it basically. If you were making cover, you were kind of rewriting it also. It's and I have to just people, longtime viewers of this know that I'm a big Nine Inch Nails fan, but honestly, I put that aside. Honestly, when I first heard Johnny Cash's version of Hurt, I hated Nine Inch Nails. I hated the Nine Inch Nails version. I still don't really like the Nine Inch Nails version too much.
Nine Inch Nails version of Hurt to me feels like Disturbed's version of The Sound of Silence.
They are very different vibes.
Is it good? Yes. Does it? I think the Nine Inch Nails version of Hurt is good.
It's good. I will agree with that.
I don't think that it hits the what it's supposed to be. Like The Sound of Silence, if that's not a top 100 song, I'm gonna.
Which one? Simon and Garfunkel one or the Disturbed?
Simon and Garfunkel one. If Disturbed has anything other than what's that one song where they
Down
go
with the Sickness?
Yeah, Down with the Sickness. That's the one where the bodies hit the floor, right?
No, that's a different. That's
so
Drowning Pool.
Okay, that's what?
That's Drowning Pool that had bodies hit the floor.
Oh, never mind then.
Down with the
I don't
Sickness.
know that.
Down
I don't
with the
know
Sickness
that.
is the one that goes. I can't even do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know that entire
Sorry to hear that,
music.
Ginger Plug. I hope you get better. Hope everything will be better.
But it's one of those things to me where it's like, because it doesn't hit it, it just shouldn't be there. Changes is good. That's a good spot.
I need more David Bowie albums. I want to get David Bowie's Low. I heard David Bowie's Low is very good.
Aerosmith's Dream On is in a very good spot, and that's going to be a very controversial
I'm
thing.
disappointed at Aerosmith. So I was talking about this with friends. I said, yeah, like Aerosmith is one of those bands that when I hear on the radio, I change the radio station. Aerosmith, to me, is the most overrated band that I've ever heard of. More overrated than AC/DC. Aerosmith is just one, and it's not even. And the problem is, it's Steven Tyler. Yes, he's a great vocalist, but he just doesn't fit with Steve Perry and all the other members of Aerosmith.
I disagree. I think that Steven Tyler is what made Aerosmith.
I'll agree with that.
I feel like without him, the sound of the instrumentals wouldn't have fit.
I'm not a big Steven Tyler fan. It's just...
All right, I see a lull in chat, and I'm confused about it. Sexual Healing above Let's Get It On.
They're saying they're gonna unfollow
wrong.
me because I basically insulted Aerosmith. So
that is wrong. 198 is wrong.
Sexual Healing?
Wrong. Wrong.
I want to play it, but I can't, unfortunately.
Wrong.
Where would you put it?
Genuinely, okay, I'm not saying it's a bad song. Wrong. It is not better than Let's Get It On. Not even close.
Can't Stand the Rain.
I Can't Stand the Rain.
I put it lower though.
I'd put it lower. James Brown, Get Up.
Is that the one? Get Up.
That's a good spot.
Is that the one?
For
Get Up. Oh, about that. Is that the one?
Yes. Yeah.
I like the spot.
Yeah.
I like the spot where it's at.
I had to think for a second because I was like, I know James Brown's Get Up is good, but I had to think because you said it and I was like, oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. No, that's a good spot because it's not an incredible song, but it is a very good song.
I see that somebody has used a Krogunk. I believe it's Krogunk. Yeah, Krogunk emote, and I like the Pokemon emote. I wish I had some Pokemon emotes in chat.
That's a Prime emote? Yo.
Rolling Stones is on here again. Unfortunately, I don't know any of these.
Apparently, I don't have Prime Gaming. Didn't realize that.
I'd put Straight Outta Compton higher.
Sorry, XC Girl 13.
I'd put Straight Outta Compton higher than Fuck the Police.
That needs to be top 150 though. You can't. I feel like you can't even question.
I think there are like 4 songs from Straight Outta Compton that need to be top 50.
Dude, like, yeah, no, Straight Outta Compton is nuts. But
I think
Fuck the Police is also really good. And the lyric and yeah, everybody's all like, oh man, yeah. It's like they specifically were saying this because of their situation, and that's not a secret.
88, yeah. This came out in 88. 91 or 92 were the Rodney King riots. That's when this really took off. When violence and police brutality in LA peaked, was 92. So this is before, but
actually
it was
part of why NWA broke up.
Yeah, it was building. It was building that time, and they were experiencing so much racial injustice from the police in LA during that time.
But I'm just gonna pass by Billy Joel like that. Billy Joel has a lot of good songs, but most of his songs are super overrated, man.
Space Oddity, 189.
It's a good spot.
Is that the one that?
It's not that great.
Is that the one that goes Ground Control to Major Tom? Is that the one? Ground Control to Major Tom. That one. I can't remember if it was Space.
No,
I
don't think so.
I need to brush up on some Bowie. Jimi Hendrix Experience, Little Wing. I don't think I've heard of Take it back.
Billy Joel is not that good. Y'all need to get the fuck over him.
Y'all
need to get the fuck over him.
I mean, I agree. People need to get over his death, but I wouldn't say get over it, but move on from it. But
Billy Joel died.
Sorry, not Billy Joel. I was thinking David Bowie. My bad.
No. Billy Joel. Okay, he's not that good. All right. I would liken him to Sia. A lot of artists can be likened to Sia. A lot of songs written, a lot of good songs. But that kind of happens when you have a very large sample size.
I need input here. Beat It at 185.
Needs to be higher.
I'd put it a little bit higher.
Needs to be higher. A little bit higher. Sinead O'Connor. Nothing compares to you. I feel like that needs to be a little bit lower.
I think Sinead O'Connor is not that good.
I think it needs to be lower. I feel like I don't like her voice.
Sinead O'Connor is boring, in my opinion.
I don't like her voice.
Where the sunshine of my love. There you go. There it is. You just made it on here. Where did you say you needed to put it, though? Where would you put it? I forgot where you said you would put it.
Top 100.
Are you 182. 182 is where it's at.
The Sound of Silence is so haunting. So beautifully haunting.
182. I'd put that higher.
And they put The Birds higher?
Comfortably Numb. I just think Pink Floyd needs to be in the... There are a lot of songs from Pink Floyd that need to be in the top 100.
Comfortably Numb's not that good.
They need to put more of their The Wall. More songs from The Wall need to be on there. Billie Eilish, 178.
Bad Guy needs to be higher. Bad Guy needs to be higher. Bad Guy needs to be higher. I say this as somebody who spends most of his time when he looks at music that is made in the last 5 to 20 years, right? In that range. I look at the production and the technical side of it. So I love Lil Nas X's stuff because he's produced by Take a Day Trip. Take a Day Trip is such a good set of producers. Anything by Billie Eilish is so well produced. Her brother does such a good job. Oh my God, what a wonderful world at 171.
That's low.
That's so low. Nope, so low. I don't care what version you put on there, actually, because 99% of versions of What a Wonderful World are going to be incredible, right? Because it's such a good song. Who wrote that? Scroll back up. Let's see who wrote that.
Louis Armstrong.
No.
Oh, wrote G.D. Weiss.
Okay.
G.D. Weiss and G.W.
Those writers did such a good job that it takes talent to be bad at performing that song. But that needs to be so much higher than 171. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, American Girl. That's a good spot, if not too high.
I feel like Tom Petty's songs being on here are too high. Tom Petty's good, but
not a big Tom Petty guy.
Tom Petty's good, but he's not super, super good.
I wouldn't even say he's good.
You would put Lose Yourself above Stan? I would put Stan above Lose Yourself. Lose Yourself is good. Oh my
God.
Lose Yourself is good, but Stan is a whole lot better.
Oh my God.
167.
Lose Yourself's also top 100. Stan and Lose Yourself need to be top 100.
More Bob Dylan.
A lot of Bob
Landslide
Dylan.
by Fleetwood Mac. 163.
It's okay.
110. I'll put that at 110. Madonna. I think this is the first Madonna entry. I hope
Into the Groove is good.
I hope
It's a
this doesn't
good
mean that we're
spot.
going to see more Madonna though in the top.
Oh, we will see a lot more Madonna, and I can guarantee it.
Baba O'Reilly by The Who.
No, again, I'm not.
You
a
don't
big
like The
guy.
Who though. I like The Who.
I think they're too mediocre.
But I think 159 is a good spot for Baba O'Reilly. I think it's a good spot. I've heard of Sonic Youth, but I don't know if I've heard the song. Strokes, Helen
The
Wolf.
Strokes,
Super Freak.
James,
153.
Super Freak. That's a good. I'd put it 3 higher.
I
I'd put it
like
3 higher.
I like the general area where it's at though. CCR. I think Sheet App is a CCR fan. Proud Mary. What do you know?
She doesn't like Proud Mary.
What? Okay then. 150 Sheet App.
I don't even know if that's true.
I need your input here. You are
because she said looking out the back door.
No question marks. Sheet App is wrong. He's making shit up.
You don't even know what Proud Mary is. I'm willing to bet $0.50.
Looking out my back doors in my number 1 is according to Sheet App.
I just said that.
Bad
First of all.
Moon Rising is number 2. Proud Mary is
Bad
number
Mood
3.
Rising is.
So
her
then what is
daily
your
thing.
input here on Proud Mary being 152? Do you think it needs to be lower, higher? What is your input here? I'll continue. It's a good spot. Okay, so I'll trust that. 152. All right, let's move on. 150 to 101. We have
All right,
three
top
more. We have
150.
3 more tabs to move through. Green Day's Basket Case is at 150.
That is very, very okay. No, I'm okay with that.
Rocket Man
Elton
at
John's
149.
Rocket Man, that's
that's a good
pretty, That's pretty high in my opinion, but it's a good.
This is
good
way
spot.
too high. This is way too high.
Kashmir. All right.
No, top 500 yes, 148 no. Kashmir's
Sheet
way
Up
too
says
high.
Rocket Man should be way higher. I disagree. I think that
I think it's a good
Rocket Man, and Jason, you talk about like no progression a lot. Rocket Man has no progression.
I agree with that.
Miss
Jackson?
Jackson's
Higher.
that low?
Higher. 70. Putting that at 70.
I'm putting it at 50. I am putting it at a firm 50.
That is too low. More Rolling Stones. The Clash. I've heard The Clash.
If we
is
don't
really
see
good.
Heya, okay, if we don't see Heya, we're both going to Rolling Stone and we're gonna freaking riot.
Heya needs to be a top 30.
Heya needs to be top. I'd say 25.
Here we go. There's a Madonna one.
Vogue, that's good.
Vogue is
That's
a good one.
song.
Vogue is a good
It's a
one.
very good one.
I put it higher. 105.
Blondie. That's our first Blondie, isn't it?
Yes, and
Okay.
Ariana Grande
Thank you. Next at 137.
first entry is
That
this
is a
high.
good spot because that is one of her better songs, but it is also one of her worst out of her best.
What's
Tina
love
Turner,
got to
what's
do with
love
it?
got to do with it?
I like that. I like the spot.
I've never been a big fan of it.
I like the spot. I would put it lower, in my opinion, but
I've never
I
been a
understand
big fan
why.
of it. Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
Overrated.
Shit, there it
Overrated.
is.
Way overrated.
Way fucking overrated.
Way overrated.
So overrated. Oh
Um,
my goodness gracious.
I put them in the lower 250. I put this one in the lower 250.
I don't know if I'd put it in my top 500 ever.
Rakim is in here. Rakim is a legend.
Paid in full, my
Rakim-
dude.
Rak-
Rakim.
Rakim has very good flow. Here we go. Drake,
Andre
he made
Fernandez.
another one. Hold on, we're going home.
Hold on, we're going home. That's a good one.
I'd put it in the top 100 though. I think it needs to be higher.
I wouldn't put it higher, actually.
Really?
I wouldn't. Whole Lot of Love needs to be higher.
I think so. I agree with that. That one actually
It's one
doesn't.
of Atlantic's better pieces. It's one of Atlantic's better ones that they've ever published.
A Whole Lot of Love actually has great progression. Waterfalls higher.
TLC Waterfalls.
Higher.
I don't know if I'd put it higher. but it's-
84. I'd put that at 84.
Ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout for Jason's Twitlonger with his top 100 songs.
I'm not
of all
gonna
time.
make. I don't like rating songs, but I'll rearrange this, but I won't. And I only.
I would assume that you would be using mostly songs from this.
I would only rearrange like 25. Or I would only do 25 though if I really wanted to. But I that's too much brain power for me.
Buddy Holly, that'll be the day. That's such a good song.
Talking Heads. There needs to be more Talking Heads on here. Or not Talking Heads, is it? Maybe it is. I can't remember. The Beatles, Let It Be. I still think the Beatles are overrated. This is a high spot for me. At 121.
So in chat, Ginger Pug just made a comment that the stream keeps freezing on her, but she can't lower the stream quality for whatever reason. And that's because, folks, on Twitch, we are not an affiliate. And unfortunately, you cannot change stream quality until you are an affiliate on Twitch. If you would like to help us circumvent that slight issue, go follow us at twitch.tv/crunchbar33. We currently need 10 more followers to hit affiliate.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I really wish Twitch would actually make it so that you can, because YouTube has it. It doesn't matter which how many subscribers you have. YouTube has it where you can lower the quality. I wish Twitch would still have that too. Let's move back here. Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye, 119.
You know, actually, I would probably say that is his best song.
I'll agree with that. I also agree with the spot, though. I do agree with the spot being 119.
Maybe a little bit higher. I feel like the area is right, but maybe not the exact spot. I can do it on another stream that has 14 followers. Look, man.
I don't know what it is like. I
Look,
just
man,
don't.
I
I don't
do
have
know-
the option to enable that. Otherwise, I would.
It's as somebody who doesn't have affiliate, I can tell you that I've checked multiple times with Twitch support, and they tell me, hey, it's you hit affiliate and you can do that. That's part of the reason that people push to affiliate, is so that people are able to watch on worse quality. So that's all I can give you.
All right. This next one I have a problem with.
You can pay for affiliate, Gingerbug, but usually that's how your account gets banned.
Okay. Back to the list here. 118. Radiohead's "Creep" is a really overrated song.
Radiohead's really overrated.
I don't think they're overrated.
OK Computer is a fine album, but I don't think that it's as good as everybody says it is.
Kid A is a lot better album than OK Computer. Yeah, Creep is too high. I wouldn't even.
Aretha Franklin, I Say a Little Prayer at 117. God damn, that is a good song, and I like the spot. Britney Spears, Toxic, above. Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Above Baby One More Time.
Damn.
I agree with that. I do agree with it being higher, but I don't agree with it being that much higher.
No, it shouldn't be that much higher, because Hit Me Baby One More Time was what, 300 something? Damn. Stevie Wonder, Higher Ground. That's not one of his better ones.
I've only heard a cover of Higher Ground. Losing My Religion, I think, is too high, but it's a very good song. Right, Bruce
Springsteen, Thunder Road. Yeah, that's good.
The Cure, Wu-Tang. Oh, Cream.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Cream.
Wu-Tang.
I think this is too high, though. Cream's a good song, but I think it's too high. Right. Sympathy for the Devil, The Rolling Stones, Life on Mars.
Sympathy for the Devil's really good. I forgot about that one. That is such a good song.
Jackson 5, I Want You Back. Lower.
I like the spot, actually. I like the spot.
This one needs to be higher, though.
I think I Want You Back is influential enough to kind of get past the overplaying.
You Ought to Know needs to be so much higher. This album is just excellent. Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette is very, very good. Yes. Wow, Yes made it on here?
Why is Maps above? What the fuck?
We have cracked the top 100. We have made it here.
Blowing in the Wind. Not a bad spot.
Staying Alive, too high.
Staying Alive at 99. I disagree. Staying Alive fucks.
Influential, it's good,
Dude, Staying
but
Alive
I think
fucks.
it's too high.
Staying Alive. Staying Alive.
Ooh, 96.
99 Problems sitting at 96.
Wonderwall
God.
is higher than 99 Problems. Really?
Nope. Bad take. Bad take. 99 Problems was... I mean, look, Sean Carter, Frederick Rubin, Norman Landsberg. Like, look at all of the people that wrote that. Oh my God.
What do you need me to go back to Staying Alive for, Sheedap? What is it that you have requested? Okay, she makes a point. Staying Alive actually has saved lives because it was the song that trained people that learning CPR to do chest compressions with. When I said Wonderwall higher than 99 Problems, that's not my opinion.
No, it is literally one higher than 99 Problems, everybody. And that pisses me off because Wonderwall is the British version of Mr. Brightside.
I Will Always Love You is an annoying song.
That's the wrong version.
It's too high. Kelly Clarkson topping the top 100.
Let's go back to I Will Always Love You. Because that is the wrong version. Now, here's the thing. If they later on have the Dolly Parton version, higher up, I'll be perfectly okay with Whitney Houston being right up there at 94 with I Will Always Love You. But Dolly Parton was better. And she wrote the song. Since You've Been Gone, very good. UGK featuring Outkast. Oh my God. International Players Anthem, dude. Holy shit. What a fucking bop,
I've never heard
dude.
that one. You make me
Make me feel like a natural woman.
I'd put it in the 60s. I think it needs to be higher.
I don't have much of an opinion on that. Hey Jude is in a good spot.
I think that's also, I was about to agree with you. Sweet Child of Mine
Maybe
too
a
high.
little low. Maybe a little low. Sweet Child of Mine, great spot. 88.
Really, LCD Sound System in the top 100. Really?
Yeah, I disagree with that. I don't know if I'd put them on this list at all.
No, LCD does not deserve to be in the top 500. All right, Prince has another one.
Prince's Kiss? Oh, I love Kiss, dude.
Let's see what we got. Rolling in the Deep.
Adele, Rolling in the Deep. That is perfect spot. 82 for
I think it
Rolling
should
in
be
the
higher.
Deep. I disagree. Did I say Wonderwall is the British version of Mr. Brightside? I did. Or you could say that Mr. Brightside is the American version of Wonderwall.
Here you go.
Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line at number
76.
76. Fuck yes, dude. Yes.
Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. I think it's a good spot.
Yeah, maybe a little higher, but not too much.
Beyonce's Formation.
Beyonce Formation, yeah.
Yesterday, 72.
Beyonce. I don't like Yesterday that much. I think Hey
Yesterday
Jude's
is
better.
kind of boring. I think a lot of Beatles songs are boring.
The movie was better than the song.
I don't think I've heard of Suspicious
Formation
Minds.
is better than Single Ladies.
Here's another Taylor
Don't
Swift.
even cap.
Taylor Swift's second entry, All Too Well.
All Too Well.
number
And that's where we
69.
start getting. That's where we start getting into top form. T-Swizzle.
More Bob Dylan.
Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. I love that song. Like a bridge.
Earth, Winds, and
September,
Fire,
yes.
September at 65. At 65.
Blitzkrieg Bop.
Jolene.
So
Ooh, Jolene's at 63.
Oh, Jolene.
At 63.
That needs to be higher.
I
No,
think
that
so.
needs to be
I think
higher.
it also does need. U2 is higher than Jolene.
One of all songs, they go, yeah, one's a top 62 song.
Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven, that's a good spot.
I'll agree with that. Kate Bush running up that hill. Grandmaster 5.
The Message, okay. Sly and the Family Stone, Family Affair, not bad spot.
I hope Missy Elliott's on here.
It needs to be higher.
I hope she's on
think.
here multiple times because I hope this isn't her only entry.
That era was dominated by Missy Elliott.
Yes. There's another Madonna one. I think that's her third one, maybe.
Smokey Robinson and the Miracles.
This is
That's
the
their
third
second.
third, I think.
Is it third?
It's either second or third. One of those there.
Good Vibrations.
Beach Boys.
I would put top 50. I would put top 50 instead of 53.
All right. Now we have reached the home stretch. 50 to 1.
Here we go.
Are
Daddy
you
Yankee
serious?
Gasolina.
50? No.
Dude, no. Have you not heard it make an absolute resurgence?
No, it's too high. It's way too high. Oh my
The
god.
influence that it's had in the last 5 years, man.
God, that's a
But at
joke.
the same time, it's literally what made him what he is.
That is a joke. That is a joke.
So is Daddy Yankee.
Idiotech. Okay, here. Kid A is their best album. I think Idiotech. There are better songs on Kid A than Idiotech. I'm happy to see a song from Kid A though be in the top 50. Kid A was voted the best album of 2000s. I'll agree. I think everything in its right place is probably better than Idiotech. But Idiotech.
Tiny
Idiotech
Dancer is
better.
in a very good spot.
MIA Paper Planes.
Oh, I love Paper Planes. I literally did not hear Paper Planes until I think it was 2017, right? And I remember hearing that and I was like, no, I've heard this before. And I realized how influential it was. Okay, All Right is one of the worst songs. So 45, Kendrick Lamar, All Right. One of the worst songs on To Pimp a Butterfly. Yet, it is one of the most influential songs on To Pimp a Butterfly. I will say King Kunta are both way, way above.
I'll agree with She-Dap on Billie Jean. Billie Jean at 44. I think it's too high.
44.
I would think it is better than Beat It though. I'll
No.
disagree. I'll disagree with you, She-Dap, but I think that Billie Jean is better than Beat It. My Girl. This needs to be higher. I think that's a top 20 in my
Top
opinion.
10. Top 10. Top 10 song. Top 10 song of all time, My Girl.
Redemption Song.
You know, I like it. I like that spot.
I think it's too high in my opinion. It's a good song.
I think that it is Bob Marley and the Wailers' most influential song.
Joy Division I've heard of. I don't think I've heard of that song. All Along the Watchtower. That I think that's Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix Experience's best song. All Along the Watchtower.
And they didn't have a lot of really great songs.
B.O.B.
Bombs Over Baghdad at 39 feels good, man. Honestly, to me, it's a top 25 song, but Bombs Over Baghdad is, B.O.B. Bombs Over Baghdad. Insane. It's just the flow. It is nonstop in your face, but it's not violent because it's Big Boy and Andre 3000.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to this after stream because it says that it was inspired by the frenetic beats of UK drum and bass, and I really like drum and bass. Drum and bass is probably my favorite electronic genre. So
it is very similar.
Drum and bass is like
I wouldn't say it's
174
similar
BPM.
to drill. I shouldn't say it's similar to drill, but it feels like it is what influenced drill.
Way too high.
Wait, go up, go. Scroll back up. Prince in the Revolution, When Doves Cry is too low.
It was off of Purple Rain. This is what I think. Or no, sorry. It doesn't say what it's off of. Huh.
The Purple Rain soundtrack album.
Oh, it was. Was off of this? I don't think it was off of this. We'll move on. Seven Nation Armories. I think it's way too high. I think it's a very overrated song.
I don't, because, believe it or not. Actually, no. I want to know, how many instruments do you think were used in Seven Nation Army?
Bass, guitar, and drums were the only ones that were used. There was only 3.
Every single song that the White Stripes did. White Stripes were a husband and wife, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
It's either husband and wife or brother and sister. They only used 3 instruments for every song. And plus, Seven Nation Army just gives every time you listen to it, in my opinion, it feels like a moment that matters.
Tutti Frutti is too high. I agree with Shedap.
Tutti Frutti is too high.
I think it's
Tutti
too
Frutti is
high.
way too high.
Top 200 though.
Papa's Got a Brand New Bag needs to be higher.
I think I've heard that one. Johnny Be Good.
I love James Brown.
Johnny Be Good.
Dude, Chess?
Is that too high or is that right spot?
Dude, Chess absolutely slapped.
Juicy and B.I.G. Biggie Smalls. 32.
No, Big Papa needs to be higher.
I agree with that. Rolling Stones, I Can't Get No Satisfaction is too high. Whoa!
Lord's Royals is in a good spot, and you're gonna disagree with me on that.
30
but
for
Royals.
Royals
is in a good spot.
I agree with Shedap here. I don't think it's a top 50 or even a top 100 song. She says 320. I don't think it's
What the hell? 320? I like it in the top 50.
Yeah, I would know, man. You're giving it way too high. No. Nothing but a G thing at 29.
Nothing but a G thing.
I like the spot.
Dude, The Chronic, top 10 album.
I hope Gin and Juice is on here then. If Gin and Juice didn't make the list, that's disappointing. Once in a Lifetime, I like that spot. I like that spot a lot.
Never been a big Talking Heads kind of guy.
Neither am I, but I like this song. I really like this song. I think it's a good spot. Born to Run,
very fair.
too high. Joni Mitchell.
Good spot. Runaway. Oh, yes.
This is
Yes.
my dark twisted beautiful or whatever it is, my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. I think
My
is
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, yeah.
his greatest album and one of my top 10 albums of all time.
Yeah. It's so good. I have a vinyl with the original cover art.
Ooh. I was in Wisconsin and there was a record.
The only reason I fought for one with the original cover art is because it's not commercially available.
Beatles Day in Life. David Bowie, Heroes.
Heroes is in a good spot. Billie Holiday, Strange Fruit at 21. Good spot.
Robin,
Dancing on My Own.
Imagine.
Whatever.
19.
Too high. It's overrated. Overrated. And maybe it's because Gal Gadot decided that she was going to fucking sing it to cure COVID.
Purple Rain needs to be higher. Purple Rain's a top 10 song for me.
Top 10.
It's a top 10 song.
Well, I could see top 15. I could argue top 15. But
too high. Bohemian Rhapsody is way overrated. I think Queen.
It's a top 50 song, but it's not a top 20.
It's not 17. I'd put it at like 42.
I like the story. I like the song. It's not going to be above most songs.
Crazy in Love by Beyonce at 16.
Yes. That is her best song.
I'll agree with that. I agree that it's her best song, but I don't know if it's 16. I think it's a top 30 though.
Are you high?
Not yet.
I Want to Hold Your Hand is the Beatles' best song in my opinion. Just saying.
Pinks. Here we go. This is the Rolling Stones' best song.
Gimme Shelter.
13.
No, that's.
I like the spot.
It's my second favorite song by them. I don't know if I'd say it's their best, but it is definitely.
I do like the spot. Superstition by Stevie Wonder at 12.
Good spot, if not too low.
All right. Home stretch here.
God only knows.
Top 10. We are the final 10. Final 10. Here we go. So
God only knows at 11. Is a great number.
We will do this one at a time since we get a top 10 here. Top 10 is there. It is. Yes! Hey yeah. I agree. That is a top 10 song. Hey ya is up there. All right. All right. Let's see what Rolling Stone has put next. Hopefully they don't disappoint us. At number 9, Dreams. Top.
Didn't you say you liked Dreams?
Top 5. I think it's a top 5 song. Rumors is one of my favorite albums that I've ever heard. I think Dreams. Actually, you know what? I'll agree with Dreams being at 9. I will agree with Dreams being at 9. All right, let's see. 8. Get there, Missy Elliott. We have Missy Elliott in the top 10. We have Missy Elliott in the top 10. I'm loving this.
Oh my!
You know, this is a good top 10 so far. I have not been disappointed, and I bet you I'm going to be disappointed in the next one. I probably will be. I am. All right.
Strawberry Fields Forever, super overrated. Stupidly overrated.
Yep. I called. Didn't I call it that I was going to be disappointed in this right one? All right. Let's see. 6. 6 is Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? You're the Marvin Gaye expert here.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Final 5 here.
I'm not disappointed in that 6. I'm not disappointed in that one. I actually am not.
Final 5 here. Number 5.
Smells Like Teen Spirit. I like that. Don't say overrated because it's very underplayed.
Really, I think it's overplayed.
What do you listen to?
I mean, I do listen to a classic rock station that plays this song.
So there you go.
They play this.
It's very underplayed, in my opinion.
I think it's a very good song.
Variety.
But I don't know if it's 5. I'd put it top 100 though. Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about Bob Dylan.
I'm not too disappointed in that being at 4.
Let's move on.
I wouldn't. It's the right general area.
A change is gonna come.
Okay, all right, that's spicy. I like it.
Public Enemy. Fight the. Ooh, at 2.
Fight the power.
At 2, really?
That is hot.
At
I like
2.
it. I like it. That's hot.
2.
That is a hot take, and I like it.
All right, chat. Let's bring it in here. Give us some guesses of what you think the number 1 song is going to be. It's a toss-up at this point. Is it a Michael Jackson song?
The fact that we never saw Daft Punk's One More Time.
Yeah, nothing from Discovery was on the list.
Nothing from Discovery. And like, okay, so I was going to talk about like, because in their original list, they had One More Time. And they talked about how One More Time was what caused the advent of people, using autotune so much more. Because it's no secret that song's heavily autotuned. Literally all of the singing on Discover is heavily autotuned because none of it's Daft Punk. And they needed it to sound very electronic and very robotic.
Any more guesses from chat? I know we have more people in chat unless they're falling asleep.
I'm pissed. There's only one Daft Punk song on this entire list. Two if you count Stronger.
Sheedap has said Piano Man. Ginger Pug says Thunderstruck. I don't know. AC/DC being that high, number 1, I don't know. We're not getting any more from chat, so let's go. What is your guess? What is your guess? Do you have a guess?
My guess.
No,
I don't have a guess.
Freebird was already on the list. I think it was a top 400.
Freebird was already there.
I think it was a top 400 on there.
Yeah, which is okay. It's not as good for its influence. But I don't have a guess because I have too many songs that I could put in my top 20 to have a top 20.
Is it Michael Jackson's Thriller? Because I've been shocked.
If it is, would you be too disappointed? Because that 100% is such an incredible song.
It is.
If I hear it, I'm not immediate. Like if I hear it, there are times where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna change
that bass line in Thriller.
But I always
really
listen.
That bass line is really good. All right, I can't think. I'm just shocked at the lack of Michael Jackson on here. There were no songs from Thriller other than Billie Jean.
Yeah,
that's shocking. All right, let's see what number 1 is. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm scared that I'm gonna really extremely disappointed.
If it's Motown, I'm gonna be so happy.
It's Motown.
Aretha
it
Franklin
is Motown.
Respect. It's Motown.
It is
baby.
Motown. Aretha Franklin's Respect is the number 1 song of all time.
You did okay. Sheedap goes, I called that earlier. No. She did call that Respect would be higher than what was the other one? Here's the thing. You did not call that it would be number 1. So, just saying, oh yeah, it's going to be higher. And then it ended up being number 1. So, it's going to be higher than said top 100. Okay. No, you didn't call number 1. No, Ginger Pug gets that I'm calling her out on her bullshit here. No, our Respect is an incredible song.
It is.
And that cannot be disputed. It is, if you say it's not a top 50 song, you're stupid.
I agree
if you say it's not a top 20 song, you're wrong.
I agree with respect being number one and how influential it has been. How influential. If we're just basing the space off of pure influence, respect is number one. I am not disappointed at this. I really am not. I'm disappointed with the list. And I'll be honest with you. I thought
It needs more Daft Punk.
I thought the top 10 would be a complete garbage show because of how the rest.
Top 10 was so good.
The top 10 was the best. Like this is a very
they missed one in my opinion. Well, maybe two. Because I don't know forever. So,
but I'm pleased with this top 10. The entire list can go fuck off. Like the rest of it, the rest of it can. The rest of it, but the top 10's good. The top 10. I'm very pleased to see Outkast. We called it earlier, didn't we? Say Missy Elliott needs to be somewhere up there, and Missy Elliott was what, number 8? Yeah, 8. I'm happy about this. I'm happy about the top 10. I'm glad that the writers did not disappoint too heavily with the top 10. A little slight disappointment.
Beatles are so overrated.
There was
Anybody
some
that
slight
disagrees with me
disappointment.
can suck it.
But at least it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. All right, let's roll it back here. That's
Teen Spirit's very good. I do really, really like Teen Spirit.
All right, we have completed our dissection of the top 500. I didn't think we were actually going to go through it all, but we decided we had to.
And with that, I believe that it is time.
Yeah, we didn't get to ghost.
Jason wanted to talk about ghosting.
We won't have time for that, though, unfortunately. Maybe we could push it to next week. Let me update this title.
There'll be plenty of time. There'll be plenty of episodes where it's just us chatting. There'll be an episode where we plan a murder.
There won't be that. I will admit to that.
Why not? Why not plan a murder? Jason, let's plan a murder. You know how hard it is to plan a murder nowadays and not get caught?
I'm going to cut you off here.
Let's plan a murder.
Let's stop. Let's stop before you get me banned. Because Twitch is like that.
Nah, Twitch isn't like that.
Yeah.
There's plenty of true crime podcasts on Twitch. Look, man, if the internet historian can plan a murder, we can plan a murder.
Okay, yeah. All right.
But anyway, Jason, do you have any final thoughts on that top 500 list?
Extremely disappointing until we got to the top 10. It was very rewarding, though, I will say. It was very rewarding to get to the top 10, to actually be pleased with that.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at the top 10. I could be upset about the rest of the list, though. I think the other 400.
I feel like you can't be mad at the list just because of the top 10 almost. Because it's like, these are the best songs. And it's like, yeah.
Ginger has a question. Shoot your shot. Not like that, though. I meant shoot your question. That's what I meant. What's in the Bath and
Bath and Body Works bag. That is actually where Jason keeps his extra toes.
I can't hear anything you guys are saying, but I know.
Guys, that has literally been
Here's the thing about
October.
it. I could stand up and give you guys more cake, but do I want to give you that? The answer to that question is no. I'm going to slide over.
Oh, guys, that's literally been there since October of last year. I don't think that's moved.
All right, here we go. Ginger asked me what's in this Bath and Body Works bag. For those listening on Spotify, my set consists of me. It's just my room. And I have a Bath and Body Works. You said shoot. Oh,
shoot my shot. Didn't show cake.
Ginger,
goddamn,
Ginger,
you got
when
fucking called out.
When I put the bag back, you'll get your cake.
Yeah, now.
There is a scented candle.
Fucking tease.
A scented candle. There is another scented candle. There is. Let's see here. There's a box. There's a box in here with.
Dude, fuck yeah, love boxes. Boxes, fuck.
A scented candle.
You think that Jason cares about what the candle smells like?
I actually do. I actually do. I want my apartment to smell nice, just in case I
Are
ever
you
have
a
any
girl? Are you a woman?
Maybe.
I want my apartment to smell like not shit.
Tell you the smells. I think 2 of these are vanilla. One of them was wild fern and lemongrass. I'll try to describe that real quickly.
the only time that I would ever care about what a smell is if it's from a company that I want to support.
It smells
So
like
I will be picky.
it smells like nice grass actually. Not weed, but like it smells like nice grass. That one.
Define nice grass, like Kentucky bluegrass, or are we talking like?
It smells like very, very fresh, kind of like fresh cut grass in the rain.
So it smells like decay and mold.
I know. Okay. Oh, actually, that is a very wrong statement. Yeah, it doesn't smell like. I don't know how to describe it. It smells like a garden. There we go. It smells like a garden.
Patrick loved lemongrass. You're right.
Right.
Look, I like lemongrass. Lemongrass is good. Lemongrass is chill. But here's the thing about lemongrass, all right? I would prefer a scent like tobacco and cracked pepper. Why? Because it's a smell that's not going to get old when it mixes with other smells.
Last thing in the bag. It's a scented candle. This one I haven't burned though, and this one I probably won't burn. This is more.
You have so many scented candles.
I do.
Jesus,
dude, I have another bag. I have another Bath and Body Works bag that's like down.
No.
Come on, down
Jason,
there.
no.
I'm not gonna go through it though. It's more scented candles. Well, I like candles. I do like candles. They're very relaxing to me. This one is Midnight Blue Citrus. I think it's my favorite Bath and Body Works scent. But this one probably won't be burning. This is more of a sentimental thing for me that I have. I don't really need to get into it. But yeah, that's what's in the Bath and Body Works bag. Congratulations, Ginger. You will get see, Midnight Blue Citrus is such a really good scent. It was basically the smell of my last apartment because I burned it so much. I burned so many Midnight Blue Citrus candles. Alright, but Ginger, you will get your, because technically I guess you shot your shot. You will get your
You shot your shot. Jason, what's in the Bath and Body Works bag?
Yeah, that's the way.
Damn, stop fucking flirting, man.
If you show an interest in candles, that you're a keeper, I guess. I can't hear anything you guys are saying anymore, so you guys can talk whatever shit you want. And my chair is in the process of breaking. There you go.
Your chair's
Enjoy.
Jason's chair has been breaking since we interviewed Dr. Sai. And Dr. Sai literally said, you need to get a chair with armrests.
Little bit.
If we started a GoFundMe to get Jason a decent chair with armrests, would we?
It froze. It froze on Ginger.
Oh my god.
Oh man. All right. There's you're not getting it again. I don't know what She-Dap was like. Oh my gosh, Jason. But whatever. So yeah. The list is.
The list is good.
Final thoughts, just in general for me. Been a weird week. Ski-Dap knows why. Ski-Dap knows why.
Yeah. Red Bull and Mercedes had a crash in Italy. What the fuck?
The Italian Grand Prix with Daniel Ricciardo.
Dude, actually, that was definitely Max's fault. 100%. Hamilton should not have ended up retiring because of that.
I agree with that. Max actually got a 3-place grid penalty for the next Grand Prix. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I get why it happened. Like he was trying to fight for position since he was on the inside. You know, obviously you want to be in front of them so you can push them wide. You know, I get it. Overtaking is definitely a spur of the moment thing, but it's like, Jesus, fuck, man. Really?
I
like
think
your team is in the best position it's been in years to win, and you decide to do that?
At this point, it's really just keep. If you are really interested in drama and battles, I would say that you guys need to be invested in this year's F1 season. It's been a very close battle. It's really just been, at this point, it's unintentionally, but maybe secretly, intentionally, one team trying to take the other team out of the race.
It's definitely intentional by Formula One. I can almost guarantee it. I can almost guarantee it. They were all like, hey, how do we make it so that Mercedes has a challenger? Let's make high rake better. So how do they do that?
It's really interesting.
They make it so that Red Bull succeeds. Because Verstappen's already a very aggressive driver. Like, he's always been very aggressive. You put him in the position to constantly be on Hamilton's ass, yeah. He'll be like, that'll be fights upon fights upon fights. So that's why Jason's had a weird week.
That's exactly why I've had a weird week. Exactly why. I've been busy though too.
But Jason's very busy. Jason's got a very hectic life.
I was almost late to the podcast just because I lost track of time.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus fuck,
that's the first time I've ever been late to a podcast other than the time where I was actually taking an exam that took 10 hours.
Yeah. And then I made him take a break for the podcast.
Sure you can. The people on Spotify won't know about this because all the other previous episodes are on there, so.
It's true. If you guys want to see our previous episodes, make sure to check us out on YouTube, Untitled, or what is it, Underqualified Podcast.
Here, I'll drop the link here. I think I could do this here.
Drop the link in Twitch chat.
Can I do it? Is it not working? No, maybe it's YT. There it is. Okay.
So make sure that for those of you listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever, you can find us on any listening platform. You can find us live Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/CoachBar33. You can find us on YouTube. If you missed the Twitch broadcast, you can find us on YouTube to see Jason's beautiful face and my acne-riddled mug.
And you can also witness Ski-Dap's PC crashing in person.
Yeah, holy shit, that sucked. You can find us on YouTube at Underqualified Podcast.
People in chat, you guys can click on the link and find more about it.
Make sure to join our Discord. We don't have a vanity link because we're poor. And we don't pay for our server to have a vanity link. Make sure to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, whatever the fuck you can do. Doesn't even matter, man. Right? Whatever your platform that you're paying attention has. Imagine being poor says.
Yeah, get out of here. I will ban you.
Sorry that we don't pay for a level 3 server.
Where you at?
Sorry that we don't pay. Oh shit. 10-minute timeout? God damn. But anyway. With that, folks.
I don't know why it was timed out for 10 minutes. I didn't set it down. That's just the default value. That's just the default value.
He just timed out my fucking girlfriend.
Yes,
on Twitch
101
for 10 goddamn minutes.
101 minute messages were deleted.
You didn't pay anything for a level 3 server, yeah?
No, she didn't pay anything. Anyway, her boosters paid for it.
She's most of them.
How are you gonna give me back, Sheet-Up? I untimed you out like within 10 seconds. Come on.
But anyway. With that, folks, hey, make sure to check out our previous episodes. The Grand Valdez episode is live. Absolute incredible episode. We plan on having him back for an episode that I'm working on putting together right now. That's going to be huge and will likely be rivaling our 6-hour episode.
This episode is, man, like you can't miss it. Don't miss it. It's gonna be good.
In fact, it might not even be live. It will be so big.
Jeez, wow.
Yeah, no, I'm talking big. But here's the thing. Make sure to follow the podcast everywhere that you can. Make sure to follow us on Twitch to help us get affiliate. That way, people like Ginger Pug can end up not stuttering all the time.
I apologize for that, Ginger. I really wish that we could.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault.
I wish we could fix it, though.
And more than anything, stay safe. Stay sane. And with that, roll clones.
Roll credits. Have a good night, everybody. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.